If you are genuinely striving for excellence in your life and your business, you won't be able to do it without this practice. You might be good, you might even be very good, but true and sustained excellence will elude you. Hi, my name is Pete Kolash, high performance coach and founder of Operating Excellence. If you've been in business for any period of time, you've likely been to a seminar or training where they've asked you, hey, what brand do you resonate? What are some of your favorite brands? And for me, what always comes to mind is Alabama football. Now, full disclosure, I'm a big Alabama football fan, even bigger Nick Saban fan. But to me, if you're really talking about a brand of excellence, especially over the last 10 or so years, you'd be hard-pressed to find many that are ahead of Alabama football. And I follow them on Instagram, and I saw a post come out recently, and here it is. It's a new initiative that they launched called The Advantage, and it says, one of the most recognizable and influential brands in all of sports, Alabama Athletics has created The Advantage, a comprehensive program that works with both campus partners and external entities to provide Crimson Tide student athletes with the education and tools necessary to develop, protect, and monetize their brand. You talk about being forward thinking. You talk about having a sense or a pulse as to what's important, what's part of the picture today for student athletes. As you see here in the post, it says helping them to develop their name, their image, their likeness. This is so 2021. Obviously, these student athletes not only have to bring it on the field, but they have to know how to conduct themselves off the field as well. And you want to talk about a value add when Nick Saban and his coaching staff are going out and saying, hey, we want you to come play football for the University of Alabama. Here are all the things that we're going to do to make you successful on and off the field. This is a tremendous idea and a tremendous initiative by the university. My first thought when I saw it was, talk about the rich getting richer, right? How necessary is it for this institution, this college football program, to implement a program like that? And then it dawned on me, the best never stop looking for ways to be better. That's why they're the best. And I think there's so much there for us to draw. So much so that I give you this formula. Ideation plus iteration equals separation. Now, we all know iteration is the repetition of a process to generate an outcome. Whatever we're doing, any business that we run or own or lead, there's some level of iteration. Of course, some businesses have more than others, but we need some repetition of a process if we're trying to generate a specific outcome. I want to focus on ideation. You know, when I encourage my clients, hey, I think you should ideate around that. They look at me like I have 10 heads. They think I came up with the word ideate. No, I didn't. Ideate, as it sounds, means to conceive, to form ideas, to create, to come up with ideas, to innovate. I think it's so important that whatever we're working on, whatever we're working toward, whatever is meaningful to us in our lives and in our businesses, we're constantly ideating around that. You know, I was listening to an Earl Nightingale video, and he was talking about folks struggling to generate greater wealth in their lives. And he says the reason why folks aren't able to generate greater wealth is because they hardly, if ever, spend any time constructively thinking on how to generate greater wealth. And I said, wow, I think that applies with anything. Anything that we're struggling with, anything that we're working toward, anything that we're not making quite enough progress on or as much progress as we'd like, I think it's because we hardly, if ever, spend any time constructively thinking on how that might be better. And that's the idea of ideating. It's taking the time, it's creating the space to constructively think, to ask questions, to look at things from different vantage points or angles that we otherwise wouldn't look at. And in that ideating, you'd be absolutely surprised at what you're able to create. As a matter of fact, for myself, some of the greatest things that I've come up with for my business, for my clients, for my family, for myself, for my development, for my growth, for people that I'm serving, has come on a blank piece of paper where there was nothing there prior to, but maybe there was a question that sparked my imagination. Maybe there was a project that I was working on. Maybe there was a presentation. Maybe there was a proposal. Maybe there was a course. Maybe there was a training. And I sat down and I ideated. And you don't need to intimidate yourself. I spent 20 minutes on a blank piece of paper. I'm thinking about a project or a presentation or a training that I'm giving. And I spend time constructively thinking, giving myself time, space to think about, to draw letters and numbers and arrows and boxes. And whereas a blank page starts off as nothing, if you give yourself time to constructively think on the things in your life that are most important to you, you would be absolutely amazed to see what you're able to create in a relatively short period of time. As a matter of fact, if you're in business for yourself or if you're looking to really separate yourself in any vertical or any industry, I encourage you, start with 15, 20 minutes each morning as part of your morning routine. Sit down, whether you're working on a project, a presentation, a proposal, a training, you're trying to be a better father, you're trying to be a better husband, trying to be a better wife or mother. Sit down, constructively think about, how can I be better? I think that is an absolute non-negotiable when you are striving for excellence, be it in your business or be it in your life. The best never stop thinking about how they can be better. That's why they're the best.